having data-driven decision making. We are just building system, having a good support system around. It's all about service to the community.
Hello viewers, welcome to SEHub podcast, Voices of Change. And in today's episode, we are looking at a very unique standpoint of one of us. It's called Peter, and today's we are looking about, it's about leadership. And this kind of leadership is one of its kind that is not defined by titles. And our guest today, he has played a very big role in Safe Environment Hub, as the project manager of Green Empowerment Hub, as well as the Secretary General of the organization. Yes, karibu Peter.
Asante sana. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Peter Wamae. Peter Wamae is an environmental scientist, a Secretary General to Safe Environment Hub, and also a project manager with this project called Green Empowerment Hub. And more to that, I'm an entrepreneur and also a young father. Thank you.
Great. So Peter.
Yes.
Thanks for that good introduction from your end. And now let's look at your role, the dual role, both as a Secretary General and also as the project manager for Green Empowerment Hub. So, how did this dual role come about?
Okay, to me, it was not planned, and it came about through doing small things, implementing projects like BSF projects, and also small roles within the organization, like doing reports and being able to do small tasks. And little by little, I was able to get the trust and also the consistency in terms of how I do things. And also in terms of now coming into these roles, the dual roles, the Secretary General and also the project manager, it has really shaped me to this end.
Great. Now, just to set us the base now,
yes.
Tell us more about the Green Empowerment Hub, that briefly too.
Okay, Green Empowerment Hub project is a project funded by SHOFCO, and it is being implemented by Safe Environment Hub. The project is targeting young mothers, that is aged from 18 to 35, and it has some elements of inclusion, that is PWDs and also refugees. So the project main activities, we are focusing on smart gardening, eco-poultry, and also BSF production, and also capacity building the young mothers in terms of entrepreneurship and also financial literacy here in the community at Troy.
So in short, the project is more of addressing 4 areas at a go.
Yes.
You say that we have smart urban gardening, we have eco-poultry, we have BSF, and what else?
And also the capacity building in terms of the soft skills, that is entrepreneurship. We have also leadership skills, financial literacy skills, so that they can be able now to do these activities, the skills that we are building in an organized way, so that we can have impact in our community.
Yeah, so I understand the project has come to an end, especially the funding aspect has come to an end, and I believe there is that continuation aspect. So in terms of impact, can you say something about the impact that it has made? Because now this is our 1 year since you started, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so give us maybe some numbers around it, what you've done, and maybe some gaps that maybe can be addressed later on. and maybe the plans around that?
Okay, to say the project has been a success because we can attest the impact that we have made through the community. The numbers in terms of the project, we have been able to convert 300 tons of waste and has been converted into nutrient-rich proteins for animal feeds like poultry, and also the frass, that is the fertilizer. And in terms of training the young mothers and also the youth, we have been able to train 20 youths, and they are fully about 12 youths have been able to establish their own ventures, that is businesses to spanning from chicken rearing, planting of urban gardening, and also some have established business ventures like coming up with places where they can be able now to sell the eggs, and also we have been able to employ one of us, two of us who are able to take care of our poultry and also the gardening. As you can see, the garden, it's well kept. And other gaps that we have been experiencing is that the resource in terms of finances, so that they can be able to upscale the ventures. That's a challenge, but of course, through partnership with our partners, we are heading somewhere in terms of the future, because we have been able to train them to come up with groups that will enable them to pull the resources together. Let's say labor, it will be free, the spaces that they are working on, and also outsourcing some little finance so that you can be able to uh, upscale their ventures.
That's a great one. So in terms of numbers, we have some figures that are convincing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's great. Would you say that being part of SEHub leadership gave you some advantage as being the project manager for the Green Empowerment Hub, or it was more of pressure? Because you see, it's more of a dual role, and it's demanding, managing the 20 people, managing other areas around it, finances, the operations. So was it a pressure or an advantage from your perspective?
Yeah. Okay. It was a little bit of pressure, kind of, because to some point, if something fails, I could not point, like I say, it is management or maybe implementation, because these two roles are like connected. So what really enabled me to push through is that trying to have like that exposure, and also like having like system working for you. It's not like me being there all the time, but creating a conducive environment, and also transparent communication. So yes, it was a pressure, but it was all good.
Great. So talking of transparency, that one also speaks to what we know as accountability. Now, how did you maintain accountability both to yourself and also the organization? Because it's a 1-year project, and that requires a lot of effort and also some good insights. So how did you ensure there is accountability for yourself and also to the rest of the team, plus the donors as well?
For me, what I perceive this project to be is that the issue of having systems in organization, or trying to build systems, really speaks a lot in terms of how accountability and also transparency is, because we could find like doing the project, we just follow the organization policies with the help of the team, and also the team coordination really came up about the vision of the organization, and also trying to think of the impacts of the project. rather than the short-term comfort. That's how accountability and the transparency came about.
Great. All right. Because you have several leadership principles. Now, just pinpoint one that you feel that it really guided you towards now doing your roles both as a Secretary General and also as the project manager. So which one specific and why?
Okay, I'll say for me, what I perceive leadership is a service, not a position or authority. So me being a project manager uh, and being able to be there with the people that are implementing the project, the community also, that's quality that I hold on to, because it really drive direction, and also you are able to achieve the target. And also, as I said, the transparency communication, it's also another area that I find really important, because once you communicate and the people that you are leading are communicating to you, so you are able to collect the views and also be able to move forward as a unit. And also in terms of having data-driven decision making, we don't do things. We are guided by data that we collect here at the site and also around the community, so that we can have the informed direction, and it translates to greater and positive impact to the community.
Great. Now, from the data that you gave when we started, when you were giving us more about the project, it's evident that you delivered based on the objectives. From that point, what really drove you towards achieving this? Because, yeah, it's a one-year project. What really drove you, and what was more insightful in that line?
Okay, I can just say it's not all about outputs, because we met the deliverables, but I can say the people that we were working with in this project, in terms of how we impacted them, the community, how community have trusted, and we have gained trust in the community based on what we do, and the project goals. And also in terms of where safe environment have vision, and where we want to be in the future. So that's what drove me in terms of implementing this project.
Now, in terms of your responsibilities in the organization, so from a general perspective, do you think organizations tend to rely too much on a responsible individual like you for them to deliver?
Yes, I can say that, and it is a very dangerous trend, because for me, in terms of the leadership perspective that I have, is that here at Green Empowerment Hub, we are just building system that when I'm not here at SEHub, the system will just continue running, and they will deliver impact. So with that, you will not have like that dependency on me. So you will have system like the people that we have trained, the skills that they have been able to acquire from this project, they are cascading it, they are cascading the same outside here, the community. And with that impact, it's there to continue, and it will be more impactful to others who didn't come to this project.
Great. Now, given that this was a project and is still continuing, right?
Yes.
Now, can you just paint a picture of how your day, your busiest day looked like as the project manager, your busiest day, you as the Secretary General and also as the project manager for the Green Empowerment Hub. So paint us a picture of your busiest day.
Okay, like I can say in the morning, just wake up, you have the personal activities, you have kids. You need to make sure everything it's okay when the day starts. Then from there, you go to the office, make a few arrangements there in terms of reporting and making sure that everything in course. Uh, you get to the site, which is a bit far from the office. When you come to the site, we have like 4 main activities that we do. We attend to BSF, black soldier fly production. There are some ceilings, feeding. Also, you need also to go to the other areas like the poultry section and also the garden section. Feeding, you you give a helping hand in all those areas because you want to be there and lead by example. Also in terms of training, getting the feedback from the beneficiaries. It's also something that I really valued. Then around in the evening, just go back to the office and wrap things up for the day, and you go home. Being a father, you just see how things went on during the day, and you have to create time for your kids and also the family. And that's how my day, typical day, looks like.
Great. Now, that was you personally as now the project manager and also as a father.
Yes.
I believe you work with a team, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how does the team come in? Because you have to like oversee everything that happens. So how do they come in?
So for the team, I really have a good and a strong team where we have different roles. Like we have the site manager who oversees everything, like everything that happens in the site. Also, we have like the training and capacity officer that oversees the training to make sure uh, the training materials, the experts are there at the site training. We also have the procurement officer. Uh, we have an M&E officer. All those people, we coordinate on those specific roles, and it has really helped the project this far, and that's why we have this success. Were it not for the people and also the beneficiaries, they played a really crucial role in terms of the project, because even in terms of punctuality, in terms of how they respond to issues, and how they are proactive in terms of these activities, because for these activities they are kind of cumbersome, and some point you find there's that laxity. But for the team that we are working with, was a superb team.
Now, let's look at the impact that the project has done to the organization. So what would you say is the biggest impact that the project has left to the organization and also to you as an individual?
The greatest impact the project has been able to do is that these beneficiaries that we have trained, the skills that they have been able to get from this training, or this project, rather the project, they have been able to cascade it to the community, and they are doing like the poultry farming. So that motivates the community at large to do these kind of ventures, and they're able to make a living from the same. And that's one of the biggest impact that this project has been able to do. And that translates to what SEHub has done to the community. So at the organization level, we are able to gain the community trust and also be the hub that we envision to be in terms of translating or changing the community in a positive angle. In terms of the personal impact it has enabled me to gain, I've been able now to appreciate there are gaps in our community, that is the youth in, unemployment, also challenges to do with the environment, and by having these solutions, I feel satisfied because that's what drives me to see building or coming up with innovative solutions and applying them to the community and seeing that change. That's that 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 motivates me to even do more in terms of my general life.
You are playing both roles as a project manager and also as the Secretary General, and I believe there are other roles that you play as a father and other aspects.
Yes.
Help us understand how you balance these roles, all of them, because from the look of things, it has worked very well. So how do you balance this?
Okay, to say it's a journey, and I think having a good support system around you, like for example, here at the site, at the project, you have a good team that is well versed. So you find that you are able to maneuver all the chores and the responsibilities that are bestowed on you. Also, in terms of being a father, it's all about having also good people around me who understands me and also support me in terms of being able to create time and also time for them. So that's how I've been able to balance these chores. And also in terms of how I've done in terms of planning, that is time management, and also in terms of the trust the people have have on you in terms of delivering, and that makes you more responsible in what you do.
You've done a lot, and from it, there are several success stories that you've had. Has this project, at some extent, influenced how you view success? Has it redefined success according to you, and how?
Yes, it has really changed how I see success. The little steps that you make or you do in terms of the activities here at the site, and the consistency in terms of how we do things. That's how I can say the success I see success about. Uh, for instance, you find the beneficiaries, uh, the little steps they are making in terms of implementing their ventures. Yes, they are not there, but we can see those small steps, and that's success for me. And they being able to do those small steps consistently, I know we'll achieve more.
Great. From the current world, many people want to lead, especially the youth want to lead in the political arena, you see how the situation is, and you have become a leader as well. And from your experience, what will you advise the young people, especially those who want to lead in your area, especially being a project manager and also manning some dockets in an organization? What advice would you give them?
Okay, what I'll say, or the advice that I will give to the young people, is that leadership is all about service and being consistent in what you do. You just do those little things you are interested in, and by doing so, you will be able to change some lives. So that's what I'll say to the young people.
Great. In this leadership journey, of course, I believe you've experienced a lot, especially when it comes to the theoretical part of it and also the actualization of the leadership skills that you've learned, that you've implemented as well. So what do you think are some of the main misconceptions that people have when it comes to leadership, especially in a community-based organization?
In terms of being a leader in this setup, you find like there is that perception like leadership is all about position. Like I'm now the project manager, so, and that doesn't really mean a lot, because it's all about service to the community.
The organization has been in existence for almost 6 years now, and you've done several projects, the latest one being this Green Empowerment Hub. And yeah, it's a small organization, and there is areas that you've grown significantly. But still, there are some challenges in terms of capacity gaps. So what do you think, or what have you identified as some of the main capacity gaps that organization has that need to be addressed so that it can grow?
The capacity gaps that I've been able to identify is one, the technical capacity, whereby we can equip members in terms of skills to do with policy implementation, and also financial skills, in terms of building a strong partnership, because we have been able to achieve Green Empowerment Hub due to the partnership that we have been able to build, that has been core in terms of implementing the project, and also in terms of resource mobilization.
What next? Since the project has wounded up?
Okay, we are trying to now to look into the other phase. As I told you earlier, I'm an entrepreneur, and I do some businesses, something to do with smart home integrations. That's something that I'm continuing with. In terms of the organization, we try to continue with carrying the vision, the safe environment hub vision, through coming up with sustainable ventures. Like for these beneficiaries, we are trying to build business opportunity with them, farming from feed formulation, poultry farming, and also these smart climate farming. So that's how we are trying to look into the near future.
Talking of the vision of the organization, which I believe you hold, and what do you see? How do you see SEHub in the next 3 to 5 years? What's your vision of the organization in the next 3 to 5 years?
Okay, in terms of SEHub vision, we envision having our own hub that is securing our own green space where we can be able to model more and more business enterprises in the community, and also in terms of scaling our BSF production, that is coming up with different farms, and also in terms of scaling up our poultry production. We want to move from 200 chicks to 1,000 chicks, so that we can amplify our social enterprise bit, and we can be able now to even train more vulnerable groups in the community.
And that's a good vision. Maybe we move to the next segment, which in this case is about the quick fire. So I'll just be asking one question and you give me one answer. And my first one is, just give me one word to describe your leadership journey.
Evolving.
Involving. Hardest decision you made?
Choosing between long-term impact over short-term comfort.
One thing people misunderstand about you?
In terms of implementation, I have figured it out all, and sometimes it's not the case.
Habit that keeps you grounded?
Can say reflection and also continuous learning.
Nice. And lastly, legacy in one sentence.
Having a system-bound community of people.
Okay, now thanks so much, Mr. Peter. Your story has been a good one, very impactful and insightful. And I believe those who have watched it, those who have listened to it, will be excited with it and also be persuaded to follow into your path. And that one brings us to the end of this podcast. And thank you for the service that you've done to SEHub and the community as well. And now to the viewers, thank you so much for being part of this journey so far. And I welcome you to suggest the next episode that you would like us to have in the next podcast. And I also encourage you to help the channel grow, and also remember that real leadership starts where your job descriptions ends. Until next time, thanks so much and bye-bye.